dig deeper into the history of organizing. How have people ever won? How have people really changed society? When we start looking back at the poor people's movements, the civil rights movements, who have won campaigns in the last 10 years? The Immokalee workers, the domestic workers, the United workers. Has anybody ever heard of these groups? And they've been winning. And not only around their pay, but around slavery. They've been tackling slavery and what it means to be a migrant worker in this country. And the fact that at times farmers are locking workers up. They have been documenting these cases, reporting those cases. And what is this tradition of organizing that they're pulling from? Well, they're looking back at the civil rights movement. That's what we're looking back at. They're saying, how did SNCC do it? How did in 1961, 16 people go to Mississippi? 16 SNCC workers. In 1964, there was over 400 SNCC workers in Mississippi. Does anyone, everybody knows what SNCC is, right? What's SNCC? Someone tell me, who is SNCC?
Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee.
Yeah, so it was a movement of predominantly youth, and Ella Baker, who had been working as a social justice organizer for the NAACP, for CORE, for all types of organizations, helped balance SNCC. It came out of the sit-ins. She saw it as a way to pull from all these different energies that were coming about across the country, these direct actions. And all those folks that have been doing all that direct action decided to make a strategic choice to dive into Mississippi. Began an organizing drive. And what they did was they went door to door, every single day. That's what it took. And a lot of times, they would knock on doors and people would say, why would I ever want to vote? Why would I ever want to be a part of it? Master says I don't have to vote. Those are the conditions that they were organizing. And yet they were able to build a mass organization called the Freedom Democratic Party that went and challenged the entire Democratic Party in 1964. 50 years later, from 1961, when those 16 workers dived in, we're diving into Fort Hood. We're pulling from those same traditions. We're going door to door. We're standing outside the PX. We're doing how any organization organizes workers. We are workers. That's the way most service members look at themselves. It's a job now. No one sees themselves as some great freedom fighter anymore. It's because they don't have a choice. Because if they get out of the military without benefits, they can't take care of their family. Most people join the military because of the economic reasons. So we're there organizing. We're there talking to them. We're there listening to them. We're there getting their contact information. And then we're doing house visits. We've broken down our campaign in this 4-month cycle. So this 4 months, we're going to collect over 500 contacts of active duty service members. From that, we're going to do over 50 house visits. From that, we're going to identify 5 potential leaders. And we're going to collect testimony. Those 5 to 10 potential leaders are going to help us work on the next 4 months of the outreach drive. That's exactly how they did it in the past. You're developing this leadership from the ground up. You're developing this community of dignity and respect in this place where it doesn't exist, where the only shops there are pawn shops, porn shops, strip clubs, and bars. What does dignity and respect mean there? How can we change that culture? That's what we're doing. Brick by brick. As we build that powerful community that can take on the general by demanding their rights that they have as service members, that they have as citizens of the United States, that they have as human beings. While we're doing that, we're bringing that information to Congress so they can put pressure on the general from the top. And we want these generals to make serious changes. And if they don't, we want them out. Generals to get promoted have to go through Congress. Their public image is the only thing that matters to them. And we're out to tarnish General Campbell's public image because he doesn't give a shit about service members. 16, on the day we launched our campaign, there were 16 accounts of sexual assault at Fort Hood. Because of that, they had to teach it 1 hour teaching for every single service member at Fort Hood. 1 hour. Is that taking that issue seriously? Is that doing enough to change a culture that's been ingrained? Is that trying to build a community of dignity and respect? Is that challenging power and privilege? I don't think so. So that's what we're doing. That's why this campaign is going to work. This is what's historically worked. And we need your help.